so that we have a peace of mind, honestly.
Welcome to Better Together podcast, produced and directed by Our Hospice of South Central Indiana, a not-for-profit organization dedicated to making every moment count. We share real stories about hospice, palliative and personal care services that we provide in 22 counties all over South Central Indiana. I'm your host and president, Steph Cain. Today I have with me Julie Davis. Hi, Julie.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
She is the program director for our personal care services, and we're excited to have her with us. Tell us a little bit about your background and what brings you to serving our community with personal care.
Okay, so I have been with Our Hospice for 14 years. I was in resource development. I helped with our events and volunteer services. And then I had this opportunity, this new program that we added at the beginning of January. And I decided that this is something that I was very passionate about from my own experience. So I decided to come on over to or help start our program, our personal care. And again, it was from my own experience. My parents, my mom got very sick and my dad had a stroke. So we had to find support. So we looked at different options and we ended up hiring a caregiver to come to the house. After my mom passed, we have had the caregiver ever since. So my personal experience that we went through with my parents, I have a passion for this program now. It's a huge need in our community. And so, yeah, that's how I got here.
And I think we took care of your mom.
You did. Yes.
Yeah, with Our Hospice.
Yes. My mom was on our hospice care.
Yeah, such a privilege.
Yeah. She passed in our inpatient facility. And I always tell people, I share that experience, and I always say that it's everything that we say it is. When you go through it personally, you see that side of it, and it is everything we say it is. And I don't know what we would have done without hospice.
Well, thank you, Julie, for your service for 14 years, more than 14 years.
Yep.
And I love that story, the personal story that it meant so much to you and your own family. And you could see the need. We had our community asking if we did provide these type of services to help folks remain independent in their homes, wherever they call home. So thank you for sharing with us. Well, can you tell us what personal care is and really the kind of help that it provides?
So personal care offers support to help you stay independent. So anyone wanting to continue to stay at home and they might not be able to do some things they used to be able to do. And that's where we can come in and help. We are non-medical, but we help with what we call ADLs, activities of daily living. So those things could include helping with bathing and grooming. We can help with light housekeeping, light cooking. We do a lot of laundry. We can do medication reminders. We can actually take the clients out to appointments or social activities. We can drive them. And also we do companionship, and that seems to be a big one with our clients.
Yeah. Now, did you find that really helpful with your own family, your dad?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. My sisters and I all still work full time. So there was a huge, gap there. He needs to have someone with him to help with things he used to be able to do on his own. But he decided he wanted to remain in his home. So this has allowed us, for him to do that. And then we have a peace of mind, honestly.
It's beautiful. And working through the grieving process, having mom, your mom with them for how many years? They were married? 66 years, really.
66 years.
And and then not have a companion there. What an important.
Absolutely. And that's been huge. I mean, there's someone there that he can talk to that can help him, take him to his doctor's appointments, take him to the Millrace Center. They go and work out 3 days a week. So it's been fantastic.
It's
for
beautiful.
us.
Yeah. Really good personal story. Thank you. And, I wonder, you have already had close up and personal view of how other families have experienced our personal care services, right? And our clients.
Yes.
Tell us a story, another family story that really, hits home.
Okay.
folks may connect with.
So we had a family that contacted us, and they were looking for some options. They had a family member they were considering putting in a healthcare facility. They didn't think it was time yet, so they were looking at options. So we met here at the hospice center and talked to the family members, and we felt very confident after talking to that family that we could come in and help this family member stay independent, remain independent. So we matched him with one of our personal caretakers. His name is Pierce. He has done an outstanding job for us. But it's been just an absolutely perfect match. The family they have seen changes in their dad, very positive changes. And again, it has allowed him to remain independent, but it has given the family peace of mind. So the family actually provided me a quote. My dad has received fabulous care from his personal care assistant. We were facing the difficult possibility of moving him into a healthcare facility, but we didn't feel he was quite ready for that step. In exploring other options, we found our personal care, and we're so grateful we did. The PCA ensures Dad gets to and from the dining room, takes daily walks with him, and keeps him company. Since starting care, Dad's morale has lifted noticeably, and we believe it's even helped his memory. Most importantly, the PCA has given us peace of mind knowing Dad is well cared for even when we can't be there every day. And again, it's just been an amazing for the family and for our client. They go on car rides almost every afternoon. They go on walks, and it's just been, again, it's a peace of mind for the family. They can't be there all the time, so this is the next best thing, really.
And, as you're reading that quote, I'm thinking about some of our listeners. PCA is personal care assistant, and it's so fun to see the families using our acronyms and our, they become so connected to us. It's almost, we really are better together. So we're one, family unit here. So, and I do happen to know, as you're reading that story, I do happen to know Pierce. I had an opportunity to meet him, and I think he told me that, he was there, helping his client, and he said that client actually ended up mentoring me as a young man, and I love that beautiful, multi-generational connection they had there. So
yes, it was great for both our client and for our caregiver. Honestly,
that's
a great
beautiful.
match.
Yeah, thank you for that story. Great.
You're welcome.
What should families know about setting up personal care? How do they access personal care? There's so many things that folks can choose from, and sometimes it can be difficult to know what services you need.
Generally, when people are at that point, like this family, they wanted to seek other options besides, going to a healthcare facility, and wanted their dad to stay independent. So there are a lot of questions. What's best for, my family member? So I suggest you call me, and we can talk on the phone. Generally, I ask questions, kind of get an idea of what they're looking for.
And what's the phone number they can call?
812-447-7500.
Perfect.
And that goes directly to me.
Okay.
So I'll go, we'll go, have a phone conversation. And at that point, if we decide that, it sounds like we might be able to help, I meet them. I will go to wherever that client resides, and normally have family members come, obviously, as well. And we meet and we talk, and we figure out, kind of a plan of care for them, what we could do for them to help them. And then if I see that there might be more support that they need, then I can refer them
to the other service lines.
To other service lines. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And I love the idea. The title, Our Personal Care, is actually very, very personal. In fact, it's personal to you from your own experience. And then our clients get a personalized care plan and for how many hours they need. And, what does it cost? And who pays for it? I was just curious.
So it costs $35 an hour.
Okay.
We normally require a minimum, and we require a minimum just because we want to try to have continuity with our caregivers.
Who pays for personal care? And this is a two-part. Does insurance cover any of those services?
So our services are private pay. or if our clients have long-term care insurance, it's covered by that generally.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's helpful. What would you say to families that feel it's their responsibility to provide care all on their own and maybe resist getting help that they know they need?
Yeah, I would say, and this actually comes up a lot, and my response would be, we're here to support. We're not trying to take your place. Caregivers need support.
Mhm.
It's gets to a point where they need, some time to step away or just an extra hand or, to help. We can come in and sometimes we, doing the laundry. So, the caretaker takes that off their plate and
Mhm.
they can spend more quality time with, their loved ones, honestly.
Do you find when our personal care assistants, when they come into the home, the relationship with the family changes so that they can now just be the family member and not the caregiver? You see
Absolutely.
that?
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. Yes. And I've also seen where we might come, the caregiver might go. They might go and have coffee with their friends they haven't been able to do for a long time or have lunch just to
Mhm.
get away for a couple hours.
Mhm.
And again, knowing that their loved one is safe and being taken care of is
Mhm.
huge.
Yeah, and our mission to make every moment count involves the whole family unit and the loved ones surrounding that client or patient. Yeah, good stuff. What do you think makes our personal care program stand out from other programs?
I feel like we stand out in that we actually hire our caregivers. They are actually employees.
So they're not contracted individuals; they're employed. Yeah.
Right, right.
hmm
So they go through the same orientation, the background checks that all of our employees do. They also go through training
hmm
with our professional health caregivers. So they'll go out and they'll do skills testing with them
hmm
to make sure that they have all the skills that are needed when they go out to see our clients. So I feel like that, you know, when I go out to talk to families, I emphasize that
hmm
because they have been trained in-house.
Yeah, there's a really important piece of being a team member for our hospice of South Central Indiana, and this being part of those services we provide. And the pieces are values that we live and work by, which are do, and show. Do the right thing. Do the best you can. Show others you care. We will always back you up. And as new employees orient and they become part of our culture, our clients can have that trusted assurance that they're going to show up with the values. And that goes a long way. That's very different than someone who maybe isn't part of that fabric of the organization.
Right.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. So, one final question. I wonder if you can share any common myths about personal care. What do you hear out there, or maybe things that might cause fear or anxiety about having someone coming into your home?
Yeah, there are, when I meet with clients, they want obviously to make sure, if they're bringing someone into their home, that they can be trusted.
hmm
So again, there are employees, they have background checks. Also, when I meet with the prospective clients and then once I sign them up, I always come back the first time that the caretaker goes to the client's house. I always go with them. And in that way, I feel like I make that connection,
Mm,
the family and the client, and they know me. And therefore, I help them, introduce our new caregiver, stay with them for a little while so everyone's comfortable.
mhm. And there's oversight. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely, there is, questions, but
hmm Yeah. Yes. Good stuff. Do you have to be on any of our hospice or palliative services to be able to select personal care?
no, you do not have to be on any of our
Okay.
services.
hmm
And also a big one is you don't have to be referred by a doctor.
Okay.
Anyone can call,
hmm
and so there's no referral process.
Yeah. And this is our Better Together podcast. Thank you, Julie, for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are dedicated to making every single moment count. Thank you for listening. Please share and like us on social media channels. If you have any questions or you'd like to learn more about personal care, visit us at ourhospice.org, click personal care, or call us at 812-447-7500. Remember, folks, until next time, life is short. We are better together, making every single moment count.